Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a kitchen clean with me, and then after we get everything all cleaned up, I'm actually going to go through all of my cabinets and drawers and reorganize everything. If you saw my decluttering video, it was a kitchen KonMari decluttering video that I shared last week. I will link it up here in the corner and then also down in the description box if you haven't seen it. But we got rid of a ton of stuff. It was super motivating and it feels like such a breath of fresh air to just get all that done. But now that we don't have a lot of things in there, I know that some of the systems that I was using before are not really working anymore. Some cabinets and stuff just didn't have any systems. So I want to go in today now and just kind of reorganize everything and make sure that the items that we are keeping are really organized and easily accessible, and just making life the easiest that it can be in the kitchen. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. So I hope that this video can give you some good cleaning motivation and then also give you lots of different organizing ideas. And one more thing before we get started, as I said, I did share a decluttering my kitchen video last week, but that is actually the start of a whole house decluttering series. I am super excited, and I'm super excited that a lot of you guys are coming on this journey with me. So if you are not already subscribed, be sure that you hit that subscribe button and also the notification button down below. And I've said this before, but YouTube is being kind of weird lately. So if you are not getting notified of my videos, then make sure that you are following me over on Instagram and also Facebook, because I do update on there whenever I have a new video. So that will give you the best chance to keep following along on this process with me. But now let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is if you see me talking to myself, I am actually on the phone with my mom. I was just on my AirPods talking to her, kind of making the time go by, but that is why I am talking sometimes. I am not just talking to myself. Let me know what's something you guys like to do to pass the time when you have a big task at hand. Do you guys listen to podcasts? Do you guys listen to music? Do you watch a show? Just let me know in the comments what your favorite thing to do is while you are cleaning. If you watch my cleaning videos often, you know that I usually always use my dishwasher to clean our dishes, and then I just wash my pots and pans and knives by hand. But on this day, I really wanted to make sure that I had everything in our cabinets cleaned, so I just wanted to go ahead and hand wash all of our dishes. Once I got our sink filled up with some warm soapy water, I just needed to empty out the dishwasher. This is something that our boys usually go ahead and take care of in the morning as one of their morning chores, but it turns out that I forgot to run the dishwasher the night before. I had gotten it all set up, I had even put the soap in there, and then I forgot to turn it on, so that was a bummer to wake up to dirty dishes when I had done all the work to get it done overnight. But that's just how life goes, and I feel like things like that always happen, and we just have to roll with it. I also wanted to let you guys know really quick that I am actually teaming up with a few other ladies over on Instagram, and we are giving away a $300 Visa gift card. You can get anything you want with that, so definitely head over to Instagram and enter that giveaway. You guys are not going to want to miss out on that. I will leave all the information down below in the description box so you guys can check that out. To wipe down the counters, I am just using the Tray Sea Salt Neroli countertop spray. This is hands down my very favorite scent ever. I have smelled so many of the different products and so many of the different scents, and nothing rivals this one. This one is hands down my very favorite one. I don't know how to explain it. I've explained it to you guys before, and I feel like it smells kind of like a beachy men's cologne. But honestly, that just does not even do it justice. It just smells amazing. If you guys have smelled the Sea Salt Neroli, vouch for me down in the comments and tell everyone I am not crazy for how much I love this stuff. It is amazing. Letting go and go free falling, living on top of the Once the counters were all cleaned off, I just wanted to do a quick wipe down of my stove. I do usually use my e-cloths on my stove, but just because this was a pretty quick clean and I already had these products out, I just went ahead and wiped them down with the spray.
I know that we'll be fine. Letting go free fall, living on top of the world. Blue skies and nice winds, never keeping track of time. Sun and skin driving and the light can...
Moving on to our other appliances, I did decide to get our e-cloth out because this is really what makes such a big difference on my fridge. I do have to do this pretty regularly because we have small fingerprints in this house, but all I'm using is just the e-cloth all-purpose cloth, and you just get it wet with water and then wipe down your appliances, and then you follow right behind it with a dry glass and polishing cloth from e-cloth as well. And this combo is just amazing. I've tried so many things, I've told you guys 1,000 times, and it leaves 0 streaks on your stainless steel appliances. It is awesome.
All seems better in your clear blue eyes. Jumping, jumping. All in for this ride.
So once all of the counters were cleaned off and the dishes had been soaking in the sink for a few minutes, I went ahead and just started washing them off. Let me know if you guys enjoy hand washing dishes or if that is one of your least favorite chores. I actually don't really mind hand washing dishes when I have a little extra time, or for some reason I actually really enjoy washing dishes when I'm at my mom's house visiting. I think just because I grew up helping her out with dishes, so maybe that's why I just kind of enjoy that when I'm at my mom's house. But at my house, I am very happy that we have a dishwasher. I do really remember the times when we didn't have dishwashers. So for those of you without dishwashers right now, I know it is so much work and you guys are doing amazing hand washing your dishes every single day.
Let's stay young and in love. We should focus on us forever. Yeah, baby, if you are feeling like I do, we could run away across the ocean. Baby, what you say? We can leave today. Anywhere we'll go, we'll be alright. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Once all of the dishes were cleaned, I just wanted to clean out my soap station. So this is just the Bubble Up dish brush that I'm cleaning out. And then I also have the Bubble Up sponge dish that I'm cleaning out. And below all of those is the Stoneware Tray from Grove Collaborative. I have gotten all of these from Grove Collaborative, but I believe the 2 dishes are also available on Amazon. I will link them down below, but if you are interested in checking out Grove, that's where I get most all of my cleaners from. And I do have a code for you guys that will actually give you this little dish along with a glass hand soap bottle and a hand soap refill and a few other little goodies as well. And then I believe even if you spend $39, then you can go ahead and get that Stoneware Tray for free as well. This is like one of my favorite offers I have ever seen them offer, so definitely check that down in the description box below. And I also have mentioned a few times, but if you don't want to be on the auto ship with Grove, you can go ahead and turn that off, and I will link that video right here for you guys up in an iCard and also down in the description box in case if you want to turn that auto ship off. It's super easy, and then you can go ahead and get some free products, save some money on Grove, and also get them delivered to your door, which honestly, anything that keeps me out of Target is probably a good thing, although it still is like my favorite store.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
The last thing I want to do once my sink is all clean is just add in a few drops of essential oils. I have heard from you guys so many different times that you guys try this little trick and how well it works. So if you've not tried it, try it out. Just grab yourself some essential oils and pop them in your drain, and it will really freshen up your drain. You will not believe what a difference it makes.
We've been through a
Next, I just wanted to take out the trash. I noticed that it was getting a bit full. This is something that I usually have Kyle do, but I just decided to go ahead and take it out since it was full. Let me know if you guys have kind of designated chores in your house, or if you guys just kind of take turns taking care of everything. Kyle and I usually kind of divvy up the chores a little bit, but we do tend to have certain things that pretty much only I will take care of and pretty much only he takes care of. So let me know in the comments how you guys work it out at your house. Okay, so I just finished cleaning the kitchen. It is looking nice and shiny. Won't last, but feels good for now. So I'm gonna go through everything that I got and then I'll tell you where I got them. And if I can link anything below, I'm not really sure if I can link much, but I will tell you about them, where I got them and everything. And then anything I can link, I will link for you guys. And then we will get on into organizing all of these cabinets. Okay, so these cups I actually had decluttered last week when I decluttered everything in our kitchen, but then I ended up pulling them out because I decided I could actually fill up a lot of things with these. And I have these lids. I really like these lids as well. So I just decided to go ahead and use these in my organization. These next two items are actually from the Dollar Tree, but they were not black when I got them. You can kind of see the color right here. They were like a teal blue, and I just wanted everything to look a little bit more uniform. So I actually just got these and then took them home and spray painted them. I would have actually spray painted them white, but we didn't have any white spray paint, so I just went ahead and used the black that we did have. These next items are just some cutlery trays that I got from Ross. I love shopping for organization items at Ross. They are a little bit more expensive than I like to spend on my organization items, but sometimes it's just worth it. And then I also got some sticky tack, and I will show you what I'm going to be doing with that later. And then this other bin actually just came from the Dollar Tree as well. I didn't feel the need to spray paint this one because where I'm going to be using it, it's going to be kind of off in the back and you won't really see it too much. And I also didn't mind the color at all. And then these last items are actually going to be for a tea station. I asked you guys over on Instagram if that would be something that you were interested in seeing, and almost all of you guys said yes. So I'm really excited to show you guys how that turned out. We have been loving having a little tea station. So this is all the stuff that I needed to go ahead and organize my space. And I honestly feel like because we decluttered so much, I just don't have that many places that need like a ton of organizing or a ton of systems, which is like awesome. It feels really good. So let's go ahead and get to it. As I'm opening up some of the cabinets, I know that I'm not going to have to touch all of these cabinets because like this one is my favorite. It just looks so peaceful to me. And I got a lot of questions about these. I have this one over here and then also in my cup cabinet, but these actually came from IKEA. You just kind of like screw them together and they are really, really nice. I love how sleek they are. I love that they're white, so they actually match our cabinets perfectly. I just love them so much, but this is like by far my favorite cabinet. And these, I was thinking I would end up pulling them out, but I put them in there just to kind of like store them. But I don't know, it's just like a little surprise when you're looking in there and you open up the cabinet and see that greenery. And it sparks joy, so I decided to go ahead and leave them in there for now. The next cabinet that I really don't think I'm gonna have to do much to is our cup cabinet. It kind of looks like we still have quite a few cups. It's hard because like these ones up here are homemade cups that are really special. These ones we will probably only use around Christmas time. They're like a Polar Express cup kind of thing. And then these are the ones that I use. So 2 are Ray Dunn's. And then one was actually sent to me by my sweet friend that I met through YouTube. And then these are just the ones that Kyle uses. And I wanted to have a few extra for in case we have company. And I also have a few of extra of those ones up there. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep all of those, but that's what we were left with. Okay, so I'm not really going in any particular order, and you can kind of see my thought process on a lot of this. I'm just kind of moving things around and seeing how they fit, how they look. And then once I have things where I want them, I'm going to go ahead and take this sticky tack and actually just secure the organization systems that I have in place, because I'm sure you guys have noticed this, but when you don't secure your items in place, they move around, and even if it's kind of organized, it ends up looking a little dismayed when everything is moving around, especially when you have them in drawers. So this is my little trick that I like to use in our bathrooms, also in our kitchen cabinets, and I have been out of sticky tack, so I've just kind of not done that ever since we moved in, and I have really missed doing that. So if you guys have the chance, run to Walmart, run to your Dollar Tree, run to Hobby Lobby. They have sticky tack everywhere. Go grab yourself a pack and just kind of secure your systems down, and I'm telling you, it will make such a difference.
Run away with me, I'll make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time.
So as you can see, some of these drawers were already kind of organized a little bit from my old systems that I had in place. And honestly, when I decluttered everything last week, it really made the systems that I had in place work a lot better for me. So that was really nice that I didn't feel like I needed to do too much to organize my kitchen now that we got everything kind of decluttered. Okay, so this drawer was such a mess last week. And I feel like after I decluttered it, it was still kind of a mess. It wasn't something that brought me a lot of joy just because the systems that I had in place in here were not really working. So this is one of the drawers that I have been so excited to change up. So I'm just using those cutlery trays that I got from Ross that I showed you earlier. And what I'm trying to do here is just organize them as minimally as I can. And what I mean by that is only putting just a few items into each slot. And that way each little slot doesn't get overwhelming. And I really love how this drawer turned out.
Light it up, I can't speak your mind. My words slipping on to give me nothing back. What is love? I can't tell you how. I'm caught up in your thoughts tonight. See, I've been building walls. You break them down, break them down. Oh, every time I go, brings back your love, back your love.
Next, I'm just moving over into my silverware drawer and I'm just pulling everything out. And I feel like this drawer is actually pretty well organized now since we decluttered in here. So the main thing that I'm going to be doing in here is just adding that sticky tack to the bottom of some of these trays just to help keep them in place a little bit better.
I loved you without no doubts, but I need love to stay alive. Light it up, I can't speak your mind. My words slipping on to give me nothing back. What is love? I can't tell you how. I'm caught up in your thoughts tonight. See, I've been building walls. You break them down, break them down. Oh, every time I go, brings back your love, back your love.
These metal bowls I have kept for years and years, and I never really use them. I've actually tried to declutter them before, and then I'm like, you know what? They are super nice bowls. I should just keep them and start using them. And I keep them, and then I try and declutter them, and I put them back, and I keep them for longer, and they end up making my cupboard look so much more cluttered, and I never end up getting use out of them. So instead, I'm gonna go ahead and give these to my mother-in-law when she comes and visits, and I know that she is going to get a lot more use out of them than I do because I just don't prefer those ones for some reason. I am letting myself be okay with just letting them go, and it feels really good. Down in this drawer, I didn't really feel like I could organize this space too well just because there was not really much room to go ahead and put any systems in place. But one thing I did want to mention, and I mentioned it last week as well, but if you have cooling racks, stack one of them up and slide some things under them. It just gives you a little bit of a shelf down there, and you can go ahead and organize a few things that way as well. So one thing that you can see I'm doing here is actually just kind of pulling everything out and reevaluating it. Why I'm doing this is just to see if there's anything that I missed that I wanted to declutter, and then if there's not, then I just go ahead and put it back. And even if I feel like I don't need to go ahead and reorganize this area, I just want to make sure that I'm not keeping anything that I don't want or don't need. So moving into this cabinet up here, this is kind of like my miscellaneous cabinet. I have all kinds of things in here, from serving dishes to our cookbooks to supplements that we take or things that we add into our smoothies. We also have a bunch of herbal teas in here as well. So this cabinet I definitely did a lot to. I felt like it turned out totally different, and I'm also going to be taking all of the teas down and showing you guys how I put together that tea station in a few minutes. So one trick, if you have a lot of bags or boxes of things, it is so inexpensive and it looks so nice to use mason jars to store items. I've used this system a lot in our pantry, and I will be showing you guys that in a future pantry video. That will be up within the next few weeks, I believe. I'm really excited for that one too, but this is a way that looks really, really nice. It looks really clean. You can also see everything that you have, and then you can also go ahead and get labels and label your items as well, in case if you're not really sure what's in them, or if you just want to always see what's in them for sure, if you end up having a lot of mason jars like this. But I really love the look of the clear jars, and I think it ends up looking really high-end without spending very much money at all. And I've also had these white lids for years. I love them so much. I think they make the jars look really nice and clean, and it's also just a bit easier to use without having to use the traditional two-piece mason jar lid. So I will link them down below, but I believe that you can get them at Walmart and also on Amazon, so they are something I really, really love.
Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you. Just met the other night, but I can't get you off my mind. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special.
Okay, so for the tray, like the base of it, I actually found this board. Super, super pretty. It has like the bark kind of still left on it. And this was the Threshold brand. This one was from Target, so you guys will be able to find this. But I just thought this was so pretty, and I don't know, I just loved it. So this is gonna be like the base of our tea bar. And then to hold the teas, I actually found this little thing at Walmart. So I will try and link it down below, but I thought the little slots in here were super perfect. I think this was actually like in the bathroom section, so not really meant for the kitchen, but that's where I'm gonna use it. But it has like different sections right here. And then this one, I think I'm gonna probably put like hot cocoa and apple cider for the boys so that they're still included. I don't think I'm gonna use this piece, but it's just like a little piece you can put right here. So if you did just do that, you could end up putting like little teas in there and then even putting like a cream or like a sugar or something there. I don't know. There's like different options, but I thought this was so cute and so perfect. So I'm excited. Okay, so my thought process while I'm making this little tea station is I'm wanting to take all of our teas that are pre-packaged and put them into the little tea station right here. But then a few of our teas are pre-packaged, but they aren't packaged in paper. And so I need to keep some of them in their own boxes to keep them fresh. So that's why I'm only putting certain teas in the tea station box, and the rest of them will end up just going up in the cabinet for easy access, but I'm going to organize them in a way that I feel will work out a little bit easier for us. And then in the big section in the back, I am just going to end up putting the hot chocolate and some apple cider for our boys, and that way they still feel included because I am kind of trading out the cocoa bar for them, but instead of just making it an herbal tea station for me and Kyle, I wanted to go ahead and make sure to include them as well. So to actually set up the tea station, I am just taking that wooden tray that I showed you guys earlier, and then to make this tea station something that I'm going to enjoy keeping on my counter and something that's actually not going to cause me more frustration, I'm going to put sticky tack on the bottom of this tray and actually keep it exactly where I want it. I love how everything turned out. I feel like everything has a really good spot. Everything is really easy to see and very accessible, and I absolutely love this tea station. We have already used it so much. It is definitely becoming one of our favorite spots in the kitchen, and I love opening up our drawers and our cabinets and just seeing everything look really nice and clean. It really makes me happy every time I open them up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some cleaning motivation and also some good organization ideas. I will be sharing another decluttering video next week, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you are looking for some more cleaning motivation, I'm gonna go ahead and put up my cleaning playlist up here. I have cleaning marathons that are over an hour and a half long. I have tons and tons of cleaning motivation, so definitely check that out. And if you are not subscribed already, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below and head over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. And I will see you guys in my next one.